NERDSoul.
But I have to, if you will, talk about the world-changing events of My Hero Academia.
Man.
Like, look, look. All right, look. This show handles villains and the way they affect society probably in one of the better ways that animation does. Because usually they're like, hey, there's a bad guy, running around, and people are just scared. But seeing in this one episode how the villains are affecting everybody, how the people are responding, how the heroes are responding, how the people are realizing, hey, we hate the heroes, but we kind of need the heroes, but we still side-eyeing them. It's awesome. Then, man, look, with your boy Enzo, whatever. With your boy, man, Papa Todoroki, all right? Laid up in the bed, all right? I'm setting the scene. He's laid up in the bed. He's looking outside at people they're mad and they're angry, and he's crying, all right? He's broke down. He's like, I've done all I can do, and I froze. Even my son, I couldn't save him. And tears is streaming down his face. Oh, but that door opened up. Oh, that door opened up, and he looked and he saw his family. Family that came back and said, hey, look, we know what went wrong. We know what you did. You started all this. But since last season, we have seen you try to change. So since we seen you take that step, them steps towards us, all right, we will take a step towards you. And then Ray came through. Because remember, Ray ain't say a word, but Ray came through and said, we need to talk. I said, whoo, that brother, he gonna come out not only rejuvenated, but powered by love. Can I get an amen, my brothers and sisters?
No, you may not get an amen,
what?
sir. I think I love that. Look, Mike, I love that. Look, us as family men, and I'm not gonna say this quick. I ordered, but I'm just gonna say this: you overstepped.
Nope.
You overstepped a few 2 steps because that was Ray came in, but they ain't say all that, and you
I'm
cut out some of
the
his
feeling.
words.
The feeling, it was inside.
That boy is full of guilt
inside.
and despair. Guilt and despair. His middle names are Guilt and Despair. That's where we at right now. We ain't on redemption yet. I'm gonna pass the mic. Somebody else go with this.
All right, Ninja, how you feeling about My Hero right now?
Like I told y'all, I'm waiting to finish binging this, so it's a little fuzzy because I didn't read the manga or whatever, and so we kind of talked at length about Endeavor and his progression, slow and steady. So I'm a little on the fence between Camp NERDSoul and Camp Blurdish. I'm kind of I'm not Switzerland because I do lean a little further towards Coop's ideologies and thoughts towards it. But at the same time, the way the trajectory and everything's going to go, like the redemption and all that's got to occur at some point just to move the story forward. And I can appreciate the character development as I get there, but I can't say all is forgiven just yet either, But I do
you can definitely see the older, or I guess not the older brother, I guess the middle brother, because Dobby's the oldest technically. So
right,
I guess the middle brother, you can still see he's like, look, hey, I'm here because mama here, but look, just I'm cordial. We'll see how it goes, kind of thing. So, but at least they showed up. You know what I'm saying? It had me hyped. Because look, I mean, Hawks, he ain't even got no wings. They ain't even growing back. All right. Jeanist, everybody over there hating on him. You know what I'm saying? So somebody gonna have to come back and inspire. You know what I'm saying? The kids all beat up. All right. Somebody gonna have to come in and stand up, put that fist in the air. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have to come back. So Gamma, where you at, Gamma? Where you at? Like, what's your thoughts?
Mine are, I don't know. This is one of those areas in the arc and in the series where I am kind of torn because, Endeavor, he did some it's just, we all know, and his family is forever scarred. It's impacting how they interact with each other and just any kind of relationships they have outside of their family. But I do see him really trying to redeem himself, his efforts. I mean, however anybody may feel about it. But I took the whole thing within the hospital. I've read the manga and seen the latest episode. It's just that, yeah, you have to just be here because of you. You literally like messed up our eldest son so bad he turned villain and is so determined to get revenge that literally his skin is like falling off of his body. That's some serious determination. But I also took when Ray walked in, she's just like, hey, yeah, you got us here, but we all are responsible in carrying this guilt and weight with you because in some way or another, we all contributed to the villain, the creation of the villain that is known as Dobby, whether that's turning a blind eye, not speaking up, not standing up to you when we should have, just letting you idolize and hold Todoroki on a pedestal above everybody, like all that kind of stuff. So I think everybody is now realizing that, yeah, Dad, you got us here, but we all not innocent either.
Yeah, and it's like, hopefully, we going, even from my man Shoto, because I love Shoto. I think on the low, even though I don't think he get the screen time, like Shoto actually is like mad doper. Like on a power scale, he's doper than Bakugo. Like I know how they do the show, but I'm just saying, like from a power standpoint, I'm like, Bakugo, I got love for you, but like Shoto should be like stomping with the big dogs. Like Shoto should be on some like, all right, Shoto should be like that freshman that plays varsity. Like that's what I mean.
He is. He just.
I think they explicitly say that even.
Well, like, they don't give him the screen time I think he should have. You know what I'm saying? I think he should get more screen time. I understand.
I'll say this. Oh, well, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he'll get there. In the sense that we know there's going to have to be a big three at UA, and obviously we know who the big three is going to be. Which is fine. It's going to be Bakugo, Shoto, and Deku.
Don't put Deku last. Anyway,
well, I know. I'm not putting him last.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I wasn't ranking them. I was just naming the characters. Chill out.
But you did rank them though.
No, I didn't. I was just naming characters.
She was like Bakugo #1.
No, I wasn't ranking them how I like them or how I think anything. I was just naming three characters.
And she was like, last is
I will end you.
Sorry,
what you're not gonna do is put words in my mouth.
You're right. You did say it.
If I was saying first, second, or like obviously it's gonna be the protagonist because that's the protagonist. So I'm not trying to do the obvious, but what I am trying to say
you was thinking it though.
I was not.
I was jumping.
I was not, because there should always be more respect on Kirishima's name. So I was like, we can really get into it and talk about underutilized characters, but that's what happens when you have a big giant shonen universe, right?
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of things that go along with that. So that being said, I think he'll get there. It's a long character progression with him in the sense that it took us seasons before we realized, oh, he's been inspired by All Might this whole time, just like Bakugo and Deku in different ways, and these characters and how they are influenced and how they want to become number one in their own right. It's just getting Shoto a longer time to get there because he's still realizing himself, because it took him a while before he even started using both sides of his body. So once he gets fully realized in his potential mentally as well as physically, then of course it won't be, and then he's got to throw his head in the ring. He's got to have this moment where he says, well, I'm going to try to be number one too. And then we'll see that happen. But right now, he's not really put himself as a rival because he doesn't think of himself as a rival.
And also, he kind of has had a lot of screen time because this is how we envision, we got to know Endeavor through his eyes and what's the problems and the problems of his home. His battle, his beast has been his dad. His beast is Dobby. His beast is realizing, like Ninja just said, using both of his sides. Like it took him until the sports festival to even use his fire quirk to win, because he Todoroki ain't above winning. But
Oh no, he got to get that.
but
He got that dub.
he got hatred for his dad, unfortunately, not necessarily all his fault, because his dad abused his whole family. So yeah, Todoroki's beast is his dad. And just to kind of bring it in Endeavor before I switch, I know we probably talk about some other topics. I just love that Endeavor realized in that bed. And I love, like you said earlier, how they treat heroes and villains and real world problems. And I want to say, not that I've seen this, but anybody who think this is a filler arc, I'm not even going to insult you. It's just, it takes maturity and wisdom to understand these are some of the most important episodes.
Yeah, no, this is what I want animes to do. You don't, even though there's no action, doesn't mean that we can't learn things.
You got
we can
results.
still learn on the go.
You got Fallout.
Yeah, what I don't want is do.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't want.
Look, when village blew up, it's back to we're rebuilding the village. Another super villain comes in. But anyway, shout out to Naruto. It's a legend. But nothing is getting rebuilt. And I love that Endeavor said, man, and when he was crying, when he was, to pull it back from, he was like, he's so full of despair. It's like he finally broke. He finally realized the world broke on his care, even if it was wrongfully maybe put all on his shoulders. So you number one, nobody.
Yeah, this is what you wanted.
Nobody don't want to hear them excuses. That's what you wanted. This is a perfect
example of when you want something so bad and you get it, and you're like, "Oh, this ain't everything I thought it was." He said,
"Whether if I live or die, the hero Endeavor is dead." I like that's a classic. That line is important. His spirit is broken. And he know that he can't go out as the number one and go smile and cheese and put that fist in the air, or he might get shot at. Well, the way the public is going right now.
I'm going to make as someone who did not read the manga, and the manga readers do not add in this. I'm taking a guess. He said the hero of Endeavor is dead. When he said that, and then we have the introduction of, well, not the introduction, but the entrance of Ray and the family. I think he's about to be reborn as a new hero. He about to get baptized. You know what I'm saying? This brother gonna be washed in the blood. All right. This man going down. He getting buried. He gonna see the ancestors. Then he gonna come back with all power in his hands. You know what I'm saying? All right. So all I'm saying is he's like, yo, I am no longer Prince. I'm the artist formerly known as. You know what I'm saying?
Think he's too optimistic for him. If I had to guess, I think he's gonna just be Endeavor, and I think he's gonna die on the battlefield and give it his all to save his son. If I had to guess, but I don't know.
Word up. But on the flip side, Hawks gets mad information. We get mad information on Hawks too. Now, let me give a shout out to writers all over media in general, Japan, America, England, wherever you're at, Ghana, Siberia, whatever. Look, you can become a hero and still have just regular parents. Like like your parents don't have to be dead. You don't have to be an orphan. You can just have two parents that's just chilling. All right, maybe dad is I don't know, works at he's a car mechanic, and mom is I don't know, working at I don't know, she's a manager at ShopRite. I don't know. You can just have regular alive parents that are not beating up anybody, killing nobody.
Bakugo got two nice, wonderful parents.
I thought his parents, wasn't his mom mean to him or something? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe
that's just her attitude, but she's they stable.
Well, yeah, true. Okay,
so not crazy.
I will retract my previous statement. You do have one set of parents that's just regular.
His real name's Clarence. He's got two parents, and they have a real good marriage.
Very stable home. Very wonderful home.
But we learned so much about Hawks in this episode. We get to see kind of the one-on-one relationship with him and Jeanist. Seeing how basically he was. All right, this is how I saw it in the show. And manga readers, jump in, let me know. It seems like, all right, your dad was a villain. We got him. And now we're going to put you in witness protection. But since we see your son got skills, guess what? We also going to take your son and put him in this program. It didn't seem like there was really much of a choice there. It looked like they kind of made it seem like, oh yeah, you got a choice, but you ain't got no choice.
Nope.
That, I was I mean, yeah, but you also stole my son, though.
they they gave them the Suicide Squad choice. Look, either cooperate or go to jail. Pretty much, because she.
At least that's how it came off when I was watching.
I think for when they approached the mom, it was definitely like, yeah, we giving you a choice, but like, you really ain't got no choice. Like, what else you gonna do? You just gonna sit here in the subway station? I mean, regardless, at the end of the day, we still taking baby hops. Like, so you either can live a comfortable life or you can just stay here. But he's still coming with us. But I think the way they portrayed it through young Hawk's eyes, he didn't at that time see it as, oh my gosh, I'm being torn away from the only family I really have left. I don't know what they can take me away and use me and all this. He was like, oh, this is going to give me the resources and backing I need to like help people so I can be the hero that I've always admired, Endeavor. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like they manipulate.
Like, mom, you stay over there and I'm about to go off and be a hero and like, I'm going to be able to save a bunch of people. But then as he got older, he was like, why didn't I try to save the main one that should have put first, like his mom? He was like, I just tossed her to the side and was worried about everybody else. I should have tried harder to save her.
He still was manipulated because they changed his identity and his dad was a murderer. So that discrediting of, the public just ain't gonna be able to take a hero with a stained past. Like it can discredit him so bad. And also, I guess as a child, because he looked up he was so enamored with heroes and All Might and Endeavor. Like they were like guys.
Now, he had an Endeavor plushie, man.
And to find out that the man who was abusing me and my mom was caught by Endeavor, I don't even think he was manipulated, but he was all in. He
was already kind of sold. All they did is
like,
be like, "What, do you want to be like him?" And
one of these people I love.
You should never meet your heroes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Dope writing all around, man.
Like top notch. And then we see the fallout, because I was wondering when they started this episode, I was like, I wonder how long it's been. They let you know it's been 2 days and they have been running amok, man. Like they got police leaving, you got police stations closing down, you got other heroes resigning, you got because I mean, if you see the hero worship of it all is kind of like The Boys, sort of, in the way this show is. So now you have anyone who might have any impropriety, and I mean, they don't really say it, but the guy is resigning and they show other heroes resign. So it's like, maybe there's other heroes that got dirt and they're like, man, let me go in and resign before I get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. So now you come into this problem where it's like, yes, y'all heroes are bad, but at the same time, they kind of need you right now, because it's not like you resigning in peacetime. Like, yo, they just broke out of the raft, and I know I call it the raft. The raft and the Tartarus. The raft in Marvel Comics and Tartarus are basically like the same thing, except it's just a different name. So they broke out of Tartarus, and like there's tons of villains everywhere. All you got is you got dishwasher boy coming through trying to help people. It's like, this is not the time to be
Wash too. They mad at him. Man, that dude don't even have a very big vocabulary. Like,
I ain't did.
He like, I can wash and disinfect your engine. Like, they like, where were you?
I just think a lot of heroes, I like to look at it like the NBA free agency. They see a sinking ship in society. They're like, I made enough money. I want to live. Maybe if I go away quietly in the good night, they'll leave me alone, or I could just kind of get out of here. The old man can you blame that old man? Come on. He number 9. He must have been cold.
He must have been nice, because he's still number 9.
He was like,
hey, because Hawks is number 6. No, Hawks is a bad. He's a bad boy.
He was 6. I thought Hawks was higher than that.
Oh, word? I thought he was 6'2", but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. Well, there have been some deaths, so there might be some weird promotions too.
I don't know, but
seeing this side is like, I love this show. This show is not letting us just brush over the societal impact. It's not letting us brush over what the heroes have done. And I like seeing the heroes on their heels a little bit. Give the heroes something to overcome. So now they have to overcome more than just the villains. They have to overcome their own insecurities, their own guilt, their own doubt, and the public perception. They got a large fight in front of them.
Can I give love to Best Jeanist? Somebody who I didn't even think I care about. First of all, I love the car. He riding around like Knight Rider. He was like, hold up. I see some crime. I see a
and he even used his turn signal. Shouts to that.
First of all, his voice acting is brolic. Like you never think, he like, hold up, I gotta go whoop somebody real quick. Like let me go post up on him. But the way him and Hawks, that dialogue, he was like, because again, gun culture, and I think we just had a mass shooting in Los Angeles this morning or yesterday, where now they're dealing with the public feel like, all right, screw you heroes, we got to get equivalent of guns, we got to do it on our own, and then they wind up with a mass shootout, destruction of death, and everybody's like laid out, and they still mad. They're like, we're like, y'all did it, but Wash was like, everybody's dead. So I'm not even mad that they mad at Wash. They're just mad because they're
just angry in general.
And you see your fellow shopkeepers. We got to do our own, but they might have killed side of the house, but they got killed too, or they hurt, but they look dead.
Yeah.
So
all of those people look dead. Like, even though the washing man, I think he said something like, "I'm gonna wash away your pain" or something like that. But they all look dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's like he said, these are people. These are shopkeepers. They don't have any training or anything. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he owns a bakery. You know what I'm saying? He's not a Green Beret.
It rolls right back into, shout out to those who follow Mike on other podcasts. If you look at our Atlanta reviews, that Greenbrier Mall shootout episode with Paperboy, when everybody started busting in the mall, it was done more humorous, but it also showed you like, everybody who's a good guy with a gun, it's still gonna be chaos. Like,
it's still gonna be, wild in those streets. And it's just a great way to show the destruction and the fall of society, or at least erosion of it, in just 2 days. Like, cause all right, so all those cops that got killed at the Tartarus, I'm sure, like they said, they're closing down police department. I'm sure people there's a cop that's like, nah, man, nah, let me quit. Like, I'm good. So
the benefits ain't that good.
Yeah,
Shit.
so it's like you closing down police departments. Other police officers are resigning because they like, yo, man, look, this is too real. Everybody getting killed. Then you got heroes resigning, as well as a huge influx of just villains, just doing stuff just to be doing it.
And let's keep it real.
I gotta be out in the street fighting Glutton God. I want to decide the chicken on the side of the road.
To be fair though, Jeanist mopped them up so quick. I was like, yeah, homie. Did it in style.
Best Jeanist, that's my dog, man.
I love him, man.
Hey, bro, he be mopping people up. Best Jeanist.
He do not play.
Homie came through with the whip, was like, all right, stop.
Think about it. You're like, think about your actions while I stun on you, while I comb my hair.
Oh, man.
He said, please excuse my stylish please excuse the stylish way that I stop these villains. I'm like, boy, this dude is cold. He has the cold, and it's one of the most unique powers. Who has a fiber power? It's kind of like Medusa.
I mean, essentially, I don't know how close or how far they want to go, but essentially, couldn't he just wrap you up in your own clothes without using anything else? Couldn't he just throw that?
Yes,
or maybe not?
He
I don't
did
know
that
how far.
He did that to was it Gemini or was it twice. I was calling that man everything.
I think isn't some fiber more specially suited for his power or his ability, but I think he can control every fiber. Basically, you wear clothes, he can kill you with it.
Yeah,
whoever the
your
magician,
clothes like mad tight, and then you just be like, oh snap, I can't move.
Whoever the magician guy was who who died a couple of episodes back. The villain who was in My Final Trick. I can't remember his name, but yeah, Best Jeanist trapped him within the fiber of his clothes. Yeah, compressed.
Yeah, compressed.
I don't think he died. I think he just messed up severely, but I don't think he died yet. Yeah, you know, they holding on, but he's kind of out of commission. We will.